Greetings. My name is Jim Wickens with NFLDraftFanatics.com, and this is a demonstration of a first-round challenge for the Baltimore Ravens on the interactive mock draft simulator at NFLDraftFanatics.com. So what we mean by that is this draft simulator isn't like the others, and we're going to demonstrate that right from the start. This entire demonstration is going to take about 8 minutes. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go to team needs, and we want to look up Baltimore. And specifically, we want to look up the player list by the team needs. And it always takes an extra second for that to load when I'm podcasting. So if we look at the Baltimore Ravens, it lists their team needs, and on the far right, there's a player list. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that player list is. Okay, this player list is specific to Baltimore. So as fans of Baltimore do mock drafts, players are going to move up and down this list. So you can see Malik Neighbors is at the top. How did he get to the top? Ravens fans have picked him in mock drafts enough that he is the number one player on their board. Okay, and I see Jared Verse at 7. The rest of the first page looks moderately normal. I see Troy Fontenot at 20. I see TJ Tampa at 18, Terrion Arnold 14, Romo Dunze 13, Cooper Beebe at 12. So I do see a couple players who I can tell they're there because fans have mocked them to Baltimore. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do some mock drafts for Baltimore on the simulator, and we're going to see how that board moves. So we're going to do this thing called the first round challenge. So we're going to pick Baltimore. There's a first round fanatic challenge right here. We're going to check that box. And then we're going to say enter draft. A first round challenge is 5 unique first rounds. We're only doing round 1. We're only doing it for Baltimore, and we're going to do it 5 times. The only rule with a first round challenge is each first round pick has to be unique. So the simulator goes and it does what it does. And you can see Cooper Beebe sitting at the top, TJ Tampa. Okay, so Baltimore needing defensive tackle, guard, wide receiver. So I like Fontenot in round 1. So he's currently 20th on the board. I'm going to pick him. Okay, so I'm going to go to defensive line, and let's talk about Brandon Dorlus. Would you pick him at the back of round 1? Okay, he's currently 54th on the Ravens player board. I'm picking him in round 1. So now I've done 2 first rounds, 1 guard, 1 defensive line that can go inside, outside. If we look at the defensive line, anybody else here that you like? For example, Leonard Taylor. Would you do Leonard Taylor in round 1? He's currently 64th on their player board. I'm going to pick him in round 1. He'll be higher than 64 when we're done. Okay, so wide receiver. Let's look at what wide receiver is at the back of round 1. So if you like Keon Coleman, for example, or Emeka Egbuka, would you take Egbuka, who's currently 35th on their player board? Would you take him in round 1? I'm going to take Egbuka. Okay, so I have 1 more first-round pick to complete my challenge. Okay, do you like A.D. Mitchell? He's currently in this simulation. He dropped because I don't remember seeing him there before. So the simulator will go through some things where it's going to switch a couple of the picks in front of you and see if a player drops. I do like A.D. Mitchell to the Ravens. I'm definitely going to keep him there on their board. So Fontenot, Dorlus, Taylor, Egbuka, Mitchell. Those are my 5 best first-round picks for Baltimore. If you think that you can come up with 5 better first-round picks, you do a first-round challenge, right? Okay, let's also talk about the player board. Let's talk about what I did or what I didn't do, okay? So let's go to team needs. We're going to go to Baltimore, and we're going to look at their player list a second time. Okay? And what you're going to see is the players I picked moved up. The question is how much. So we scroll down, find the team, Baltimore. The player list is on the far right. And now we want to look up those 5 players I picked. So I didn't get Neighbors off the top spot. I didn't get anybody to crack the top 8. I didn't even get anybody on the first page. Okay, Dorless moved from wherever he was to 20. Egbuka moved to 19. Fontenot to 18. Mitchell's at 16. So for example, what would it take to get Fontenot higher than Beebe? It's going to take more than one first-round pick. That tells me several things. Beebe has likely been mocked to Baltimore several times. There's a reason he's up this high. Fontenot, I don't know if anybody's ever mocked him in round 1. They may have picked him in round 2, maybe not round 1. So if people think that the players that I picked are worthy of a first-round pick, they have to be picked more than once to get all the way to the top. So the more mocks you do, the better chance you have getting one of the players you like to the top. Okay? A first-round challenge is a way to identify, here's 5 players I like. I want them all to be good first-round choices for Baltimore. Okay? Couple of other things. So when somebody is mocking for any of the other 31 teams, when it's time to simulate for Baltimore, the simulator is looking at this player board, and it's going to select the top available player on this board and assign them to Baltimore. Okay? So fans can control this board for Baltimore by doing a lot of mock drafts. The more mock drafts you do, the more control you have. And obviously, if you want to start exerting control over rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you would need to do a 7-round mock to exhibit that control. Okay? So the idea is when you do a mock today and then you come in and you do a mock tomorrow, even if one fan has used the simulator for any other team, you're going to see a cascading effect on every pick because every team's player board is a little bit different, and that's going to give you randomness to the mock draft experience that you will not see with another simulator. In addition, we're giving fans control over who is mock drafted to their teams. So you can use a first-round challenge, show us your 5 best first-round picks, and you're already exhibiting control over who the Ravens' first-round pick would be when somebody's simulating for one of the other 31 NFL teams. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at NFL Draft Fanatic. No I in Fanatic on my Twitter. So try a first-round challenge, post it, tag me in it. You take the time to tag me in it. I will definitely take the time to engage with you on which players you like and why. I look forward to the 2024 draft. This is NFL Draft Fanatic's 2nd season. We are looking forward to a lot of constructive draft dialogue on the players, on having an interactive mock draft simulator, and everything else that the draft brings that's good in people and good for the internet. So my name is Jim Wickens. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you giving 9 minutes. Check out a first-round challenge at NFLDraftFanatics.com. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you very much.